Cisco's blockbuster collaboration event, WebexOne, was held this week in San Diego. I'm Mark Haranis with CRN. My colleague Gina Narcisi was on site at the Cisco event. Hi, Gina.
Hey, Mark.
So what was the big headline coming out of the show this year?
Yeah, so as you can imagine, the last couple of years, AI has been just an overarching theme of WebexOne. This year, slightly different, but I would say Agentic AI was really making the main headlines this year as Cisco just kind of bakes more Agentic AI features into its, industry-leading that Webex collaboration platform and suite of tools. G2 Patel, who of course is Cisco's chief product officer, he talked about how we're moving from this notion of just chatbots, working, with humans to answer questions that are soon going to move on to actually conduct tasks and jobs autonomously on our behalf. And so that's sort of where Cisco is going with that. And so, kind of to that end, they introduced a handful of new AI agents that are baked into the Webex suite. They came out with Task Agent that generates, action items for meetings. They have Polling Agent. They have AI Receptionist for Webex calling now. And then they gave some updates about Room OS for its collaboration devices and how some new features are coming into there. And also just they really promoted some third-party integrations as well, which Cisco's been really working on the last few years to create more of an open ecosystem. I think for years and years, a lot of these vendors were very siloed and closed off, but Webex now can work with the likes of Microsoft Copilot. They can integrate with Teams. They can integrate with Zoom. So a lot of integration news at the show too.
Great stuff. Gina, you've written and talked about the contact center opportunity for partners for a while. So what is Cisco saying? Why is now sort of the time for partners to double down on the contact center in the AI era, if you will?
Yeah, absolutely. So Cisco said that right now, contact center is kind of like a new area of growth for them within the collaboration space. And the company really wants to attack that area with the help of its channel partners. That's what Kristen Hogan told me. She's the global vice president of collaboration partner sales. And she said that she tells partners all the time, if you don't have a contact center practice today, the time was yesterday. And this is an area that for Cisco, their contact center business is growing, 2 times what the market is seeing from a lot of its competitors are seeing in terms of growth. And Kristen Hogan was saying that this should really be a pretty big portion of your collaboration business at this point, maybe upwards of 30, even 50%. And so she encouraged partners to sort of like dig in and start getting sharp on contact center. And that contact center, it's really sort of underpinned by Cisco's AI story. A lot of AI features, as you can imagine, are getting baked into contact center platforms. One partner I spoke to said their own contact center business has grown significantly in the last 2 years. And he said really he attributes a lot of that to just the AI features that are coming in, and customers are really interested in those.
Mm. Gina, Cisco, like a lot of big tech vendors, have been pushing a platform approach over the point product or points. Instead of selling hundreds or thousands of point products, Cisco is on this trend of trying to push a platform. How is this showing up in the collaboration space?
They absolutely are. So this platform approach is part of Cisco's, better together story, which we have also been hearing for the last couple of years. We definitely hear about it at Cisco Live. We hear about it like on the networking and security side, always tying those pieces together. We definitely heard it this year at the show from the collaboration side. In fact, behind the scenes, Cisco even introduced bringing AI Canvas, which they introduced in June at Cisco Live. That's something that it helps, networking professionals. And then later they actually announced it for security professionals, help them troubleshoot more easily. So now that's actually going to get baked into Webex Control Hub. So that just shows that piece, that AI Canvas, it's getting put into every different business unit within Cisco, if you will. And I think for Cisco, part of the platform approach too is also recognizing that businesses have a lot of tools in their environment, and they have a lot of vendors, and they're not all Cisco. Cisco's kind of focused on these integrations with third parties because they want to, they kind of want to meet customers where they're at. And, if you have Microsoft Teams, chances are you're not going to give that up entirely just to move to Cisco WebEx. But WebEx could work complementary with something like Teams. So, they're taking a platform approach. They're working with other vendors. That's kind of the strategy. And, I think for partners too, that's definitely the message that we keep hearing. It's not just about selling like one piece. Things work better generally when there's more pieces together, and when they integrate, when even those pieces from the same vendor integrate nicely together, it just creates a stronger solution for end customers.
Fantastic. Gina, thanks for covering the WebexOne event. And there you have it. I'm sure there's going to be more stories that you're writing about and have written already. Make sure to check out crn.com for Gina's full coverage of the event. Thanks, Gina.
Thanks, Mark.